Okay, hi, it's Chris with Wannabe Honey Farms, and today is going to do a dual video. I'm going to take a quick look at the bees. They're out flying today, and it's going to just barely hit 50, so I'm just going to pop the top and look in and see how their food is doing, but I'm not going to pull any frames. I don't want to break cluster yet. It might be okay, it might not, but I'm not smart enough to know better. And we have had quite an eventful week on the chicken side of this, but I'm going to get into that later. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this channel, be sure and hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the like button if you like what you see today, and hit the bell if you want to be informed of future notifications. All right, let's come over and take a look at the bees. All right, so there are still plenty of bees up on top. I've got lots of sugar here, here, and here. My population looks fantastic, but I in no way want to go inside and invite a bunch of cold air in. The Klaus dome has been the greatest thing for winter beekeeping and keeping an eye on how things are going. It just allows you to peek in there and not disturb the bees. It's been fantastic. This hive is Italians. It's the only one, of course, that came over from last fall. This here's my long hive, and come the end of this month, I've got another colony of Italians that we're going to insert here, a nuke coming in. But anyway, that's all for the bees right now. That's all I really can do. Let's take a look at the chickens. Okay, like I say, it's hitting 50, and I don't see any more freezing temps in the future. So this has been my watering system for the winter. I put it on a hot plate so that it doesn't freeze. But I think we're done with that. Go on, Perry. Oh, and by the way, this is Barry. He's a god-awful dog, and I will explain later, but he's horrible. All right, sure. So out with the winter watering system. I got to get an attachment, but this is going to be my watering system for the rest of the year. Over here, I got the 55-gallon barrel. The hose is going to hook up to here. I got to get an adapter, and then it's going to feed into these cups here. And the chickens are going to figure that out. The three over here, that's Doris, Agnes, and Zelda. They're the old pros over here. In the brooder, I got 8 little baby birds. They're about 4 or 5 days old. Although I started a brooder flock on February 1st. What happened, you might ask? Well, I went in to give them a treat, and my back got turned, and that horrible little dog that I mentioned got in there and destroyed all 7 of the birds. He killed every one of them. He bit their heads off like he's going after a squeaky toy. Once the peeping stopped, he just moved on to the next one. And so he destroyed my brooder flock, and so we had to get a bunch more. We got 9 birds. One of them immediately identified the other birds' eyes as black shiny bugs and took to pecking their eyes out. So I got, not out per se, but I've got 1 chick right now that, actually 2 chicks right now that both of their eyes are shut, and I don't even know if there's any eyes inside there. They just might be empty sockets for all I know. One of them is able to find the feeder and the water, so I'm thinking that she can see through slits. The other one, I don't know about. Then I've got another chicken that we call Popeye that's just got one eye open because this other chick just went around pecking eyes. We put Pecky, as my wife called it. I called her Pecker. that we put Pecker in isolation. I put a mirror in there hoping that she would see herself and go up and try to peck her own eyes out, and she would learn that's a bad idea. She did not. So now Pecker has crossed the Great Divide into chicken heaven. And I'll go show you the new chicks we got. Okay, new chicks. This is the first line of defense, closed door. Whoops. Second line of defense, baby gates. And finally, here's the chickens. We got 8 left, and 2 of them got eyes closed. One of them is a Popeye, and we're just gonna have to see what happens with them. But this is the next phase where they're gonna go once they outgrow this, and I made kind of a makeshift top to go on top to keep them in. And anyway, that's where we're at with the chickens. Barry, get out of there! Barry, get out! Okay, so that's where we are, springtime with chickens and bees. I'm real excited to get the next hive of bees up and running. I'm excited for things to start blooming. I'm hoping we don't have a nasty spring like we did last year. But I think if the weather holds up next week, I'm going to pull the Klaus dome off, and I'm going to start feeding wet sugar. But anyway, it's that time, and thanks for watching, and I hope you guys hit the subscribe, like, and bell button. Bye.